Hi, I'm Risha Walden. Kitchen Essentials. I love designing kitchens. They're like a puzzle and I love doing puzzles. There's lots of elements that have to come together to create the perfect kitchen for a client or for you. Everybody uses their kitchen in some form or another. Even if you're not a big chef, it is a very functional space. You may be making very simple meals or doing takeout, but you still need an area in which to do some prep, to do some organizing, and it is a place where we come together when we get together with our family and friends. It's hard to get people out of the kitchen. So there are some kitchen essentials when you're thinking about designing a kitchen, and these are the things that I think about. The first kitchen essential is, of course, the large appliances. You start with the largest appliance because those ones need the most room, and you have to work them out to fit into your kitchen, whether it's a double oven, a range, whether you want wall ovens, or what can your space hold. And you want a beautiful triangle. So you want a nice work area from the sink to the fridge to the stove. And then of course you have your dishwasher. So those are the major appliances. Where do they fit in? Where can they fit in? You want the dishwasher next to the sink for ease of access, and the stove or the range not too far away from the kitchen area. If you're doing a cooktop, closer to the sink so that you can move from the sink to the cooktop. Lots of details that you need to think about when you're putting together your kitchen. So that is one of the first essentials. The second essential, which is really important, I've seen it in so many new kitchens, is the pull-out trash can, recycling, and even now compost. I have seen beautiful kitchens where they forgot to put in a pull-out trash, and they have a can for trash sitting out in the middle of the kitchen. It is my pet peeve. I can't stand it when there is no pull-out trash. It should be accessible, easily accessible from the sink, so right next to the sink. So already, when you're starting to put together your kitchen, you already have these important details where there's no real getting around the basics of it. Trash next to the sink, dishwasher next to the sink. Sink only has two sides. That makes it for easy function, easy flow, and efficiency, and that's what we want from our kitchens. The third essential is a microwave. We are using microwaves every day in our life, and so they need to be considered when designing the kitchen. It's almost like a major appliance. Where does it fit in? It has to be there. It has to be easy for use. It should be a place where you can set something down next to it or on top of it, etc., where you can pull things out and put them in easily into the microwave. So it could be a built-in drawer. It could be on a separate shelf. And I've also seen it as over the stove. And that's not my favorite place to put it, but you may have no options. So really think, where are you going to put this microwave? It becomes a major appliance. So important. The fourth essential is thinking about those smaller appliances like a toaster oven, an air fryer. You may even have a mixer. These are small appliances that get regular, consistent use. You don't want to have to be putting it away in a cupboard and pulling it out. Now, I have a popcorn popper, and I use it regularly, but I don't use it a lot. It doesn't need to sit on the counter, so I don't mind pulling that in and out. But for my toaster oven, I have to have it sitting out on the counter. I use it a lot. I use it for heating, cooking, toasting. So it's really important to me. Is there a space that you can create to put these smaller appliances for easy access that is not going to get in your workspace, is not going to get in the way of functioning in your kitchen efficiently? So really thinking about, is that on the counter? Is that on a separate shelf? Is that a cabinet space? But if you're using it within a cabinet space, don't forget, we need to circulate the air. These are hot items, the toaster oven, air fryer. These items get hot and they need to have the air to circulate around them. The fifth essential is a coffee nook. Now, you don't really need to have this, but everybody is drinking coffee or tea. They have their morning ritual. So it's so great to have a place where you can have your coffee maker, you have easy access to your cups, spoons, the coffee, the tea, sugar, whatever indulgences that you use in your morning cup. So it may not even be, it doesn't necessarily even have to be right in the kitchen. It could be off to the side of the kitchen where it's a separate nook that carries everything together out of the line of the work area. So other people can come in, do their coffee rituals, and then, but they're not impacting the efficiency of your kitchen. This is one area where I see people miss out. Where are they going to put the coffee maker? And this again, it's like the other small appliances. It gets used regularly and consistently. So you don't want to forget about a place for your coffee or tea session. And that would also require maybe a line for water if you want it to be linked to a water supply, or you need to have an electrical supply in that area. So when you're doing your kitchen, thinking about these things before it's all done, because thinking, I'm going to put a coffee maker over there later, I'll worry about it later. Well, you may have forgotten about the electrical outlet that is required. And now you have a long, you need to put some kind of extension cord. These are the things that you think of when you're creating and designing your kitchen. And I think of these things too. The last one that I want to talk about is a water filtration system. There are options for your water filtering. You don't necessarily have to have one, but it's becoming way more popular and required in a kitchen. And that can be a system that is put on your regular central sink, and it's a filtration center that is linked into that faucet. So it's underneath your sink, out of the way. Just make sure that you have the space for it, because if you're thinking, oh, I'm going to put the trash under the sink, and now you've got water filter you want to put on the sink, you may find you do not have enough space. So making sure you have space for that. Or it could be on the counter. Where on the counter are you going to keep this water filtration center? If it's a distiller, or if it's a gravity filter, or maybe it may be bottled water that you need a space to have your stand and dispense the water from. Where is that? And how do you fit it into the plan of your kitchen? So these are some essentials that I really think about that are outside of the puzzle, but each piece is really important in creating that efficient, functional kitchen that works for you. And then all that other beautiful stuff, that's easy. You got that. And I can help you if you're interested. If you like this video, if you find it helpful, please share it with your friends. Put your like below. Let me know if you have any questions. I'd love to help you out. Put it in the comments below. Thanks so much.